In today's fast-paced, always connected world, it's common to glorify long hours and constant productivity, but many want to know if there is a physical and mental cost to that extra labor.
Yeah, that's right. So a recent article from National Geographic highlights the growing list of serious health issues that could arise from this lifestyle. Dr. Sheryl Ziegler joins us this morning to look into the consequences. Dr. Ziegler, good morning.
Good morning.
Talking about with you all the topics. So what does the research actually say about the physical health risks associated with working these long hours?
Yeah, this was really important. And some of this came from the World Health Organization, the World Labor Organization. But what they're saying is that if you work extended hours, and extended hours is qualified as 55 hours a week or more, you have a greater likelihood. The list is this long: high blood pressure, heart disease, stroke, lower back pain, anxiety, depression. It's really a very long list. But that even if you don't work more than 55 hours a week, over time, even working the 40 to 55 or 54 hours a week can have a significant impact on sleep and longevity of life. So they're really looking at this piece of all of the elements that happen when you work long work hours.
Oh man, that list was really long.
I'm just curious, what's considered like a long work day?
Yes, that's a good question too. So 8 to 10 hours,
Okay.
So probably over the 8 hours, 8 to 10 hours. And what's really interesting is they say if you have sort of an office job and you work that standard kind of day, that most people sit almost that amount of time. And actually part of this is, the big part of this is stress, and I'll talk about that. But the sitting part is actually really big as well. We were not meant to sit this long.
Right.
So it's hard on the spine, it's hard on your neck, it's hard on your posture. And so having that sedentary lifestyle when you're mainly sitting over an 8 to 10 hour work week has a real cumulative effect. And they talk about that as well.
That's why they brought in those standing desks, which can make a difference as well. Talk about the stress portion of this as well.
Yeah, the stress portion is huge. So why does this happen? When we are under stress, we have a stress hormone called cortisol. When cortisol runs through your body, it basically says to your body, we're under fight, flight, or freeze, right? There's danger, be on high alert. When you have that over a long period of time, then it impacts your brain, it's damaging to the brain, and it's damaging to almost every system and organ in your body, digestive issues, headaches, those kinds of things. So having that chronic stress is pumping the cortisol out. And what we know is that, let's say someone's listening and they're saying, oh gosh, it's just for the last couple of months I've been working on a project. Does that have an impact? Well, they say short periods of time, that's stress. Short periods of time, we were meant to deal with shorter periods of time of stress. It's the chronic stress, the long stress that leads to burnout. That's the part that we're really concerned about.
Right, okay. So we know this information has been out there, yet people still feel the pressure to work these long hours. It felt like we were getting away from that rise and grind mentality, but we're right back to it. Why are we still doing that?
Yeah, I mean, it comes down to companies, I think, looking at what they think will create more profit. In this article, they talk about how Samsung, I think it was, has requiring now for their highest level employees 6-day work weeks now. So you actually see it really actually going the other way. And then you see other European countries that are happier and healthier than us, and they have 37-hour work weeks and 5 weeks of mandated vacation. You can't not take your vacation time. So you see two ends of the spectrum, and we can actually really study both those ends of the spectrum and clearly see that when you allow employees to work less, 4-hour work weeks or longer time and mandate, the productivity does not go down, and the health and the happiness and the satisfaction of the employees rises. It's really clear. But I think this is led a lot by industry kind of standards that need to shift.
Yeah. Real quick, because I'm getting the wrap, but I have a question. If you work long hours, we tend to work really long hours. You don't really have a choice. Is there something that you can do during those 8, 10, 12-hour days that can make it a little bit better for you?
Yes, so the standing is really key. The other thing about working long hours is you don't usually eat well, so bring snacks to work that are healthy, bring meals from home. And then the other thing is when you go home, just try to get that 20, 30-minute walk in. Just try, as opposed to going home and laying on the couch. That compounds the rest of the workday. So walking, being with others, and eating healthy food, that can make a difference.
Maybe you can find that coworker to take a break with, to take a walk while you're on a break. That'd be great too. Dr. Ziegler, really important. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, let's get a